What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, we got to go over several Kingdom Hearts rumors. I mean, we got the official thing in terms of the games coming to Steam, and my dear God, the trailer is unbelievable. I'm sure I'll be playing that as this video goes. But to coincide with all of this, we have a known leaker in Midori, and she's extremely good. I mean, she's rated very, very highly. People trust her, and although she even kind of admits, like, hey, I was given this info, and at first some of the info she didn't even believe, and she kind of just ignored it, it seems like this info is very, very true, right? So we have quite a few things actually to talk about, all regarding Kingdom Hearts. So one of which is that Kingdom Hearts 4 is actually going to have small online features and looks very different from the first trailer. So we'll talk about actually all of these as we go further. Then in the Twitter thread, you have her say, I heard something similar a few months ago, but I didn't believe the information at the time. And she said the Steam ports were in development since last summer. The entire series and Kingdom Hearts 4 might come to the next Nintendo hardware, and more outside IP collaboration is planned for Kingdom Hearts series in the future. Then somebody specifically, I think, asked about or said Kingdom Hearts cross Fortnite is the most obvious one, and then Midori said, I heard Fortnite was part of this initiative, but I didn't have any other information on collaboration or date of the collaboration. And that's pretty much it. She mentions Final Fantasy. I'll probably do a separate video talking about that in terms of 9 and 10 remakes. But let's talk about, and really just going in order, right? So Kingdom Hearts being online, Kingdom Hearts 4 having some online functionality, and also it's going to look different than the trailer. Okay, I mean, if we're talking about how, look, when you like show off a game for the first time, right, and it's all cinematics, and you say, well, there's no way the game is going to look that good. If that's what we're talking about, then, you know, whatever. But one thing that I think a lot of people went to, and I mean, we started doing theories and all sorts of talks about it, is I think the art style, like how Sora looks, it was pretty controversial, I would say. I would say actually quite a few people did not like it. But I think in terms of what they're doing with like their own version of video game type worlds, right? And it goes into the lore and all sorts of other things. But the way that it seemingly is going, I think it makes sense for these characters to look this way. I think it actually makes sense for Sora to look that way. So I just wonder what that means, where it's like the game is not going to look like the trailer. Oftentimes the game doesn't look like the first trailer, but maybe it could keep the heart of it. It could keep maybe the art style of it. So for this in particular, I wonder if that means, like, did they bend the knee and did they like change things up, or, are they keeping it? It's just, it's not going to literally look like what we saw in the trailer, which, was whatever. You get that a lot for a lot of these games. And then the online part, not going to freak out too soon. I'm not a fan of, like they've done Foam Stars, and I believe Square Enix talked a couple of years back about like doing NFTs and whatnot. When it comes to online, when it comes to like their versions of live service and whatnot, I'm not a fan literally whatsoever. And I mean, normally I'm not a fan anyway. But at the same time, like maybe we don't know exactly what that means. Like, is there leaderboards? Is there some kind of weird thing that we haven't seen from them yet? Is that the online thing they're talking about? I won't flip out too badly until maybe we hear a little bit more about that rumor. Then you have the Switch and all that stuff. I mean, I'm all for that. If the Switch 2 is as powerful as, say, the PS4 and Xbox One, or maybe even a little bit more powerful, but just not as powerful as PS5 and Series S and X, I think it can run, obviously, a very downgraded version, but there's no reason why you can't put it on that thing and sell it. I think, we've seen examples of like the Hogwarts Legacies of the world that run pretty okay on Switch. It's a third party. It comes much later, but it does really, really well. And I think that would be something that Square Enix should look at and say, hey, again, like this could be a couple easy million copies for us, right? Just putting it on there. So, having it on the next Switch platform and having, some sort of upgrade over right now, having Kingdom Hearts 4 being on it, I think that would sell just a couple million pretty easily, like without even really trying. And you could probably have a different studio help you out with that anyway. And then the Fortnite thing, I mean, I'm actually probably more excited about like the collaborations in general, right? So more outside IP collaboration is planned for Kingdom Hearts series in the future. I mean, I don't play Fortnite. I don't know, like they've had characters that I've been interested in. I love Kingdom Hearts more than a lot of things, but I don't even think Sora being in it would like get me to play Fortnite, to be honest with you. It's nothing, if you want to play it, you play it. I have total respect for that. I would kind of just be interested in what other, cross collaboration like things or would be happening. Maybe I'd be more into those ones. But hey, building the brand. We've talked about it before. Like, Kingdom Hearts has done really well, and Kingdom Hearts 3 sold extremely well. I really think with Final Fantasy continuing, and yes, Final Fantasy is going to be on more platforms, and they're going to try, I would imagine, the same thing with Final Fantasy as they're doing at Kingdom Hearts. I think Kingdom Hearts is kind of their future, though. Like it or hate it, honestly, right? Like, I think Final Fantasy has been lowering itself for probably like 20 years, and I love Final Fantasy, so I have no problem with them continuing it, but I imagine Kingdom Hearts is really the thing they're going to lean on pretty heavily, and I don't think that's a bad idea. I think this game can sell the more places you put it on. We talked very briefly in the beginning, like putting it on Steam. There's a lot of, I think, people, old and new. There's going to be people that rebuy the game like for the second or third time, maybe even more because of all the collections they've done. But there's also going to be people that have never played this game in their lives that are going to buy it now that it's on Steam. So I think this is going to be a big money cow for Square Enix going forward, to be honest with you. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.